Good morning. While I think about it, I'll take you out here to the grow box, which I'm standing in front of, and have a look around. I'm taking a peek now because I just opened the door. It's been a couple days since I've been in here. And we have progress on the tobacco, at least, that I'm seeing right now. So let's go take a little look here. So I don't really want to open it up too much, because I want this to get going and not having to lose the moisture and stuff. But that's the tobacco in the second container. Let's see if I tap it. It's a little bit better. It's growing. It's probably a ½ inch already. And let's see, camera adjust. And that's the tobacco in the bottom, which doesn't have heat, but what light there is in here, it'll produce a little bit of heat. You know, these CFLs are pretty cool, but there's still a little bit heat in the box. Over here, nothing for the cantaloupe yet. It doesn't have heat to it. Maybe I'll move the heating pad to it next to get those sprouted or germinated, whichever term you want to use. Up here is the zucchini, which doesn't look like it's doing anything. There's probably a few worms in there, but yeah, I'll just have to keep a look on that. This is the pumpkin, and nothing yet. But still, it doesn't have the heat. You know, it needs the heat when it first starts to pop open the seed, the shells of the seed, which it doesn't have. But we have that. Then over here in the peanut jar, yeah, we have tobacco. Yeah, that's quite a bit. So that probably had enough heat from the heating pad up on top to, you know, to germinate all that. And what I do is just keep a saran wrap over that, and then put a sour cream container to, you know, keep most of the moisture in there. It looks fine. Doesn't need any water right yet. So that's a quick look at the grow box. Things are progressing. Things aren't progressing. But it just takes time to, you know, for those seeds to sprout. You know, it's not going to happen overnight. And it'll take even longer without the heat to... each seed needs a certain temperature to open. And if that certain temperature isn't there, it'll just take longer for that seed to open. So, you know, the shell of the seed. So that's why most of these seeds haven't germinated yet. So I'll have to see what else happens today, but I just wanted to give you guys a quick look at this. And I forgot to mention it really isn't warm enough just yet to glue up that baling bucket. And that baling bucket is pretty much vital to get water in the house for the plants and for the worms. I hate to use tap water, but I've got 5, 10, or 10, 20, probably 20 to 30 gallons of water still left if I have to for worms. And I've got a bucket that I'm dumping my old drinking water in and letting that sit in case I need it. And that bucket is almost full, so that's another 10 gallons there. So I just like using the well water. I have it. It's just trying to get it out of the well now, which, you know, that deal with the baling bucket on the rubber gasket, you know, slipped off, you know, that last fall, and I just had to cut it down because I couldn't get my hand in there, and it needed to be cut anyway to get in there to work on it. So just have to wait for warmer weather. You know, it's not warm enough. I'd rather have mid-70s for that to for it to dry. The glue has to dry. It might work now, but I'd rather have it a little bit warmer just to make sure that it dries really good. So that's what I have to wait on, is the weather now. And you know, I have enough water for what I need, pretty much. I mean, I've been conserving as much as I can. I'd rather have these bins a little bit wetter than what they are, but that's why I'm putting lids on them instead of keeping them open. It seems to help keeping the moisture somewhat. The worms aren't escaping. You know, don't let others fool you on YouTube going, oh, the worms will escape. Well, I can show you the worms come up to the edge, sit, and they don't go over. And that happens right on my bed, because that bin there, I opened it up yesterday just to look, and the worms were right on the edge of the lid. There was a couple worms. I opened it up, the worms were crawling over the edge because they didn't know any better. But most of the time they just stay there because there's moisture, and not where it's dry on the other side of the rim of the edge of the container. So you see all these people complaining and making all these weird videos of how to keep your worms in. If they want out, they're gonna get out, no matter what type of contraption you make up. I've seen this new contraption with a 5-gallon bucket, and people are saying, oh, a 5-gallon bucket is the greatest thing. Well, 5-gallon bucket doesn't have a surface area, and these old people should wake up and realize what they're disbelieving info. Disbelieving, I guess, is the word I want to use. Not, you know, not the right info they're putting out, and they think they know it all, and they surely don't. And I've seen at least 4 or 5 old people. You know, they should just stop putting out the wrong info on worms. So that's all I got to say on that. Worms won't escape if you have a bin set up the right way. Just moisture and the bedding. Just use cardboard and paper, newspaper, phone books. I don't have any escapees. They all stay in my bin, and they get well fed too. Thanks for watching today, and I will see you tomorrow.